Have you ever wondered how accurately Moorish history is represented on social media? This is a question that we should all be pondering. The narrative of the Moors, filled with cultural richness, scientific advancements, and architectural wonders, is often distorted online. Recognizing the significant contributions of the Moors, individuals who have etched an undeniable legacy on the Iberian Peninsula and western regions, essential. Nestled in the heart of the Iberian Peninsula, under the vast azure skies, echoes of a bygone influence remain in Spain's architectural splendors. This influence, deeply ingrained in the Islamic world's rich customs, has molded the social and cultural contours of Spain, Portugal, and Sicily. It's a tale of immense change, where the introduction of the Arabic language infused fresh insights and viewpoints into the minds of these societies' denizens. This legacy reaches further than language and architecture, extending into the spheres of academia and justice. The Islamic education system, a lighthouse of enlightenment, eradicated the blight of ignorance through its quest for knowledge. It illuminated generations with its unwavering dedication to wisdom and comprehension. This was a system that revered the might of Allah, laying the foundation for a scientific and scholarly renaissance that would illuminate the globe. In the realm of governance, the Islamic judicial system served as an epitome of impartiality and honesty. Grounded in tenets of justice and moral behavior, it provided a societal blueprint that was both compassionate and judicious. This approach to law and order cultivated a society where individuals were accorded dignity and respect, laying down a benchmark for governance that harmonized law's letter with compassion's spirit. As the sun descends over the Iberian Peninsula, the enduring impact of this influence is palpable. It's a tribute to the transformative might of education, art, and justice. In Spain's historic edifices, its ancient educational institutions, and its legal system's ideals, a bygone era's legacy continues to inspire and guide. This is a vivid reminder of the Islamic world's extraordinary contributions to human civilization. Understanding the Moors' authentic and multi-layered history is vital. It beyond mere facts and data, delving into a vibrant civilization's live experiences. However, media channels, despite being a readily available medium for sharing data, can sometimes blur the lines of historical exactitude. Let's dive into some of the common problems people encounter regarding Moorish history on social media. First up, the ever-present problem, misinformation. Picture this. You're scrolling through your feed and you stumble upon a post about the meaning of the name Moor. It seems intriguing, so you dive in. But here's the catch. It's riddled with inaccuracies, such as all described as black are Moors, or its origin is from the ancient language Greeks or Latin. Then you encounter misstated facts to out-of-context quotes, like the whole idea of the Moorish identity is a fallacy. This information is misleading, and before you know it, your understanding of Moorish history and the word Moor is twisted into a knot of misconceptions. Misinformation about the Moors is rampant on social media, and it's not just a minor irritation. It's a major issue that leads to confusion and misunderstanding among users. It's like trying to navigate a maze with a faulty map. You think you're heading in the right direction, but in reality, you're just getting more lost. And the worst part? It's not always easy to spot. Misinformation can be subtle, insidious, and dressed up in the guise of truth. Misinformation, unfortunately, is just the tip of the iceberg. Next, we grapple with the issues of historical revisionism and cultural appropriation. Historical revisionism is a serious concern when it comes to Moorish history. This is when certain narratives are manipulated or twisted, often for political gain or to align with a particular ideology. The truth of the Moorish historical record is distorted, and the result? A warped understanding of the past that can mislead present-future generation. For instance, let's consider the portrayal of Moorish Spain. Some narratives may downplay the contributions of the Moors to science, arts, and culture, or perhaps overemphasize certain negative aspects to fit a particular narrative. This sort of revisionism can significantly alter our understanding of Moorish history and their impact on the world. Or the Moorish science temple providing false narrative about the beliefs of Moors and who they are. or hidden colors erroneously claiming the word Moor means black. Now let's turn our attention to cultural appropriation. This is when elements of Moorish culture are borrowed, often without proper understanding or respect for their origins. It could be a fashion trend, a piece of music, a style of architecture, or even a culinary dish. When these elements are taken out of context and used without acknowledging their Moorish roots, it's not just disrespect, it's exploitation. So why does this matter? Well, when Moorish culture is appropriated, it's stripped of its Islamic history and significance. It's reduced to a mere commodity, a trend to be consumed and discarded rather than a rich Islamic heritage of traditions, values, and history. These practices not only misrepresent Moors, but also disrespect the culture. Another challenge is the perpetuation of stereotypes and prejudices. This is where social media can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it provides a platform for diverse voices and perspectives. On the other, it can become a breeding ground for negative perceptions and biases that are not grounded in historical fact. Take Moorish history, for instance. The richness and complexity of this culture often gets boiled down to oversimplified narratives that don't do justice to the people or their contributions. These narratives, unfortunately, often perpetuate stereotypes and prejudices about Moorish people that can be harmful and misleading. Now let's pause for a moment and think about how this happens. Picture this. You log on to your favorite social media platform and start scrolling. The algorithms that power these platforms are designed to show you content that aligns with your existing beliefs and interests. This, in essence, creates an echo chamber. An echo chamber is a situation where certain ideas, beliefs, or data points are amplified or reinforced by communication and repetition inside a defined system. In the context of social media, this means you're more likely to see posts that align with your existing beliefs and biases. The danger here is that these echo chambers can reinforce misinformation and hinder critical thinking. They can prevent us from seeing the full picture, from understanding the nuances and complexities inherent in any historical narrative, including that of the Moors. These factors contribute to a distorted and one-sided view of Moorish history. It's a reminder for us all to challenge our assumptions and seek out diverse and reliable sources of information. So how can we overcome these challenges and get a true understanding of Moorish history? To navigate the labyrinth of misinformation and prejudice, we must first arm ourselves with the tool of critical thinking. This involves questioning the source of the information we encounter, testing its validity, and comparing it with established historical facts. By doing so, we can discern between fact and fiction, and challenge distortions and stereotypes that cloud our understanding of Moorish history. Next, we must seek out reliable sources. Libraries and academic institutions offer a wealth of scholarly articles and books that provide in-depth insights into Moorish history. Online platforms like JSTOR, historical societies, and Google Scholar are treasure troves of academic resources that can help us delve deeper into the complex record of Moorish culture and history. Remember, credible sources aren't always the most popular or the loudest voices in the room, but they are the ones that adhere to rigorous standards of research and evidence. Respectful dialogue is another cornerstone in our path to understanding. This means engaging in conversations that acknowledge the diversity and complexity of Moorish history, rather than reducing it to simplistic narratives or stereotypes. It involves listening to different perspectives, even those that challenge our own beliefs, and responding with empathy and respect. In this way, we can foster a more nuanced and inclusive understanding of Moorish history. While social media platforms can perpetuate misinformation and bias, they can also be harnessed as tools for learning and discussion. By following reputable historians, academic institutions, and cultural organizations, we can expose ourselves to a range of perspectives and deepen our understanding of Moorish history. Lastly, let's not forget the power of education. Schools, community centers, and online courses offer opportunities to learn about Moorish history in structured and comprehensive ways. By investing time and effort in formal learning, we can gain a solid foundation that supports our ongoing exploration of Moorish history. Remember, Understanding Moorish history requires a commitment to learning and an open mind to different perspectives.